Hello, everyone. My name is Paige Loud. I'm a 29-year-old social worker and a proud citizen of the Cherokee Nation. A child raised by a single mom, fed by SNAP, not always sure where dinner would come from, or where I would sleep at night. I'm a renter in Old Town. I know what it's like to be a working-class person crushed by a failing economy. The priorities you will hear from me and my opponents are very similar. I believe in free education, ending hunger, housing first solutions, and universal health care. It is time for a major federal investment in the humanity of this country, because we cannot keep asking people to survive in systems that were never built to support them. I'm not going to give my normal stump speech, though, because this moment calls for a different approach. This moment, me being on this stage, has given me a chance to talk about what I think is the moral test of our time. There's a story we tell ourselves about empires and imperialism, that there's something distant, something historical, but this country was built as an imperial project. It began with colonization, with settlers arriving on land that was already inhabited, already governed, already sacred. My people's land and the land of the Wabanaki. Land taken through deliberate displacement and genocide. I will fight for full tribal sovereignty and the right to self-determination. America was built by slaves, whose bodies were turned into capital, whose humanity was denied in law and in practice. This nation has never properly atoned for its crimes or restructured its values around justice, equity, and peace. And now we are watching the consequences of that action in real time. Decisions coming out of the Supreme Court that chip away at voting rights, bodily autonomy, at the very idea of equal protection under the law. Imperialism abroad, extraction of natural resources and labor here at home. This is a system that has always depended on ensuring some people are less worthy of safety, of dignity, and of life itself. Right now, we are watching that system play out in real time in Gaza as a sustained campaign of destruction and genocide against a civilian population, funded, armed, and politically protected by the United States of America. And the Democratic Party is complicit. When the scale of violence became undeniable, this party in charge gave us careful language, procedural duty, and insistence on complexity in the face of something that morally is not complex at all. You do not need to be an expert in international law to understand that bombing civilians or starving a population is wrong. Fascism made its root in this nation long ago. Fascism does not suddenly appear overnight with one election, but grows ever so slowly as unchecked capitalism goes beyond natural and ecological limits and destroys itself. But we lost the White House to a narcissistic madman because the Democratic Party failed to take definitive action against an apartheid state that is committing war crimes on a daily basis. As your next Congresswoman, I will never vote to send a single dollar or bomb to Israel. I will call for the divestment and sanctioning of states committing apartheid and genocide, and continue fighting for a free Palestine. History is not going to be kind about this moment. It rarely is when countries choose power and convenience over conscience. But we can do better. I know this because I know people, and I believe in people. Seeing the best in humanity is the core of my morals. What corrupts humanity is concentrated, unchecked power that is won only at the expense of those down here at the bottom. We have to come together as the poor and working class and fight against the powers of corruption and exploitation. The big question today is who can beat Paula Paige? Well, I'll tell you. The last person to beat Paula Paige was a strong woman. And the next person to beat Paula Paige will be a strong woman, and I will send his ass back to Florida.